Boys can now wear makeup to schools in Alvin ISD. A student who was disciplined for doing just that helped bring about the change. Jason Miles has been following the story. He takes a look at the dress code changes coming to that district.
This is where we first interviewed Shadow Creek High School student Abner Garcia last August after he got in-school suspension for wearing makeup. He then made it a mission to get the dress code changed. Garcia told us he just wanted everyone to be able to express themselves, claiming he was unaware it was against the rules to wear makeup until he got in trouble. It prompted an online petition and Alvin ISD's decision to rethink the dress code, specifically a line in the old code stating boys may not wear makeup. As of last night, that rule is history. The Board of Trustees amended the dress code following a months-long effort by a special committee and no opposition, according to one district leader. After our series of meetings, the committee felt confident that they developed recommendations that serve the purpose of the dress and grooming guidelines while responding to the desire of our community. That's part of a statement issued by the district today. Garcia posted online today that the new dress code is not perfect, but it's a start. The revised dress code bans so-called extreme makeup, be it worn by a boy or a girl. This story got a ton of attention when I first did it last year. You can weigh in again on khou.com and read Alvin ISD's revised dress code. Reporting from Pearland, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.